Okay, I'm jumping in here with a part 2, 1.5 maybe we'll call it. My panel is fit. After I cut it, I clean it with the Air 36 grit all the way around the edge. Maybe you can see, I'll zoom in here. I clean the edge around the edges of the panel at all 4 corners. You know, the panel got rounded. You say, what are all these self-tapper screws in here for? I'm fitting the panel. Edges are rounded. Panel is a hair thicker. It is flanged after it's cleaned. It's easier to clean it before it's flanged. Again, clean it the whole way around with the 36 grit disc wheel. Then I happen to have an air flanger. I flanged out the panel in so that this panel fits on top. That's why you can't see the cleaned edge. You see it's flanged. See how tight I'm fit there? Self-tappers hold it in. The tricky part here with this wheel well is the fit at the bottom. Okay? I have that flanged, cut, and flanged, and I have it clamped in here pretty good. It's going to take a little bit of mud to fix it. This, when you glue it, you should be able to run your finger across here and just fill that gap with the glue. And then, minimal finishing. Minimal to get this to look fantastic. You'll see that. My white dots. Part of the problem, the tricky problem is here, obviously I have vice grips at the bottom, is having the vice grips to clamp in here this far. Up in the corners, I don't have a vice grip that will reach that far. So how are you going to do it? You'll use your self-tappers. Get yourself a whole pile of them. I reuse them sometimes. Heck, some of mine still have the glue on some of them. The white dots, I'm going to take the punch side of this and I'm going to punch the white dots. Those dots will be holes that once the glue is applied, the panel goes on, I will be able to cinch the panel tight with screws to clamp it to the original panel. And then I will use the vice grips at the bottom of the wheel well. You can look at another video I did, Blazer rust repair. I also glued panels on that. That's a little bit, that explains more when you're going against the pinch welds. Being this is a wheel well and it has this long distance, I'm going to put screws in. The small screws, since you got to come back and finish this anyway, the small screw holes will fill with the glue. Sometimes what I will do is after I apply the glue and I clamp it, I'll use the 5-minute. If you're not good, I'll show you my 5-minute, but if you're not good, get the 15-minute so that you're not struggling to get this panel set before the glue goes. Here it is, Norton Speed Grip, 5-minute. Structural adhesive. See your times? 5 minutes. Working time, 7 minutes. Clamp time, 15 minutes. Sanding time, 45 minutes. You couldn't weld that panel in an hour and a half. And I'll be sanding in 45 minutes. What I will do sometimes is I'll take a little wad of this, I'll put it on a mixing board, and when I pull the screws, if it hasn't completely hardened up, it might still be a little pliable, I'll fill the holes. I'll fill the holes with some of the structural adhesive. I'll just rub it in there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it'll fill the hole. It'll bond to the bare steel in the hole, and then it gives you a backing for just some light finishing putty. So, heater's going in the background. Sorry about that. But yeah, that panel fits pretty nice. Fits nice. It is a little thicker than the original. Again, this is not a show truck. You know, this is a daily driver. So, if you want to go crazy on it, if you'd like, go ahead. This probably is not for you then. Maybe this is not, you know, good enough. But for the everyday driver, the guy that wants to get it done so the truck looks decent, this is a great way to go. Don't need the welder. Don't need a bunch of time-consuming stuff. You can get this. You can get this looking good. And I did it on the Blazer. The Blazer turned fantastic. The rust repair and the paint match on that. I will be paint matching this, and we'll take a look at it when it's done. That's it. I will glue this panel, and I will come back to show you what it looks like. Part 3 will be coming up. Thanks.